Yo, I'm here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the VOD. If you're watching the VOD, I know you're out there. I know you VOD only viewers are there. Hit that like and subscribe button before you get too far in. Next time you come watch me live, it's going to be a good time. Lots of people come watch live. There's no music right now. Give me a second. Let me fix that. I just switched my music playlist. I got something new now. Very similar, but there we go. We should have music now. We're painting tonight. I'm not painting Stormcast tonight. I'm taking a night off. I had enough Stormcast tonight. Tonight we're doing something else. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Give me a second to warm up the computer. I gotta get some water actually. I literally just realized how thirsty I am. I've been sitting at my desk for the last hour playing like weird web games. And I'll be back. Hi. Some water. Give me a sec. So, what am I doing? I got like just a little bit of wet palette room left here. I flipped it over the other day. I'm gonna do some bases for these goblins. I may even do a little squiggerino tonight. Let's see. I think I might try and paint the squig tonight. Ugh, the freaking camera keeps disconnecting. Really sort out the camera angles here too. Holy. Oh, it's Friday. I was gonna stream last night, but I didn't. I was all set up and everything. I was just getting ready to sit down and stream, and then I was just like, "Oh my god, I don't feel like streaming tonight." And then I just like shut it off and just played some video games and went to sleep. I don't know. I was tired. I didn't have the energy. Oh, what am I doing? Am I gonna do these brown? I might do. I might do these like some kind of like cave rocks, except they have mushrooms going up. No, I'm gonna do them brown. I'm gonna do them just like Molix Mob. I want to keep them consistent. I don't really remember how I did Molix Mob, but we'll make do. The Stormcast will take a little back seat. Yo, how's it going, Maddie? Hope that's how to pronounce your name. How's your night going? The Skaven really complicated to paint. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of easy and quick ways you can paint Skaven. I have not painted too many Skaven. I think it's like anything. You paint it in a fairly simple way that's easy, or you can paint it in a really complicated way. I don't personally think Skaven are too bad. I painted a few of them, just not too many. The fur might be a little bit weird, and you know, like the chain, little bits of chainmail here and there, like they are where they are, but that stuff you pick up pretty quick. Yeah, I would speed paint. I would do like contrast paints or speed paints or something like that for Skaven for sure. I mean, you just gotta paint 40 clan rats or whatever with the Skaven tide box, so you may wanna go with the fastest available option for that. I'm just doing some bases here for my squigs right now, and then with my gloom sprites, and then I might, if I got time, I might paint the squig. I'm feeling low energy. That late end of winter is starting to hit over here, and every day I'm just waking up, and I'm pretty much immediately ready to roll back into bed these days. By the time Friday rolls around, I'm just absolutely cooked off my goose. The bigger models, that's usually what I do. I usually hold on to the bigger models until I've had some practice. If there's something I want to try, especially like say I want to try like some lighting or some OSL, I'll hold on to the bigger models, like the heroes and stuff like that, to the very end, because then you get a bunch of practice and stuff, right? I think that's like generally a good strategy, especially if you're new. Especially because you only get like a couple of the hero models, right? You don't want to be rebuying hero models. If you screw up a handful of clan rats, I mean, that is what it is, right? I haven't painted too many big Skaven models, so I've only painted, I got a lot of bigger, well, some bigger Stormcast. Oh, this guy's got cute little bugs on his base. I'm just starting with everything brown here. I'm gonna get a nice muddy looking base here, and then I'll build the rocks by hand. Do 9 bases here. 9 bases. Shouldn't be too bad. So it's gonna be some greenish sludge. Maybe we'll get this brown in here. I don't know what's in there. Oh, it's ripples. Okay, that's good. I'll do that all brown too then. I would definitely, yeah, I'd definitely get a little practice first before tacking it. And especially because like hero models are like, they take a long time to paint. At least for me, I'm like a real slow painter, so. But I always lose motivation. So if I started with the hero models, I would literally never get anything painted. My only exception with the Skaven Tide box, I started with the Stormcast hero models because it's kind of the opposite way around for me now, because if I don't paint the heroes, I'll just never paint them. I have enough heroes for my army already painted. So if I don't start with the hero models with a new box, I just won't paint them because I'm like, well, I don't need those ones for my army, so. But when you're just starting out, yeah, save the heroes for the end. Dude, anytime you screw something up, it's just like, for me, like, I always think of it as just a learning experience, you know? I never, like, go back and correct stuff, because it's like, I like to look at the models, you know, I look at a model like 2 years ago, I'm like, oh, look at all those mistakes I made, but that's how good I was at the time, you know? It's like, it gives you almost like a history of your painting progress. You can see how you're painting at, like, any given time. It's all just, like, a learning, practice experience, right? Like, you get better and better over time if you're working on it regularly. Yeah, I guess that's a good way. You know, the big models are a bigger percentage of your. You know, you're playing knights though. You finish a model, that's literally a quarter of your army, isn't it? Alright, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, like the amateurs and stuff like that, or armigers or whatever. Oh, I got you. Yeah, the inquisitorial agents for sure. Ooh, squids. Squigus Maximus over here. Well, actually, 2 squigs. Yeah, I have not painted any like horde armies yet, so. Even before I was doing Age of Sigmar, I was always doing like Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines. It's not like super high unit counts, you know? Space Marines used to have better unit counts. Like you get like a tactical squad was 10 back when I started, so you get units of 10. I kind of like the old days of Space Marines. I don't know if you can run a 10-man tactical squad anymore. I don't even think it's called a tactical squad anymore, actually. They're all called like Primaris this and Primaris that. And back then I used to run veterans and Terminators anyway for like the bulk of my army. Don't think it was a particularly good army. I was never that good at playing 40k, but... But you know what? If you could get in melee range, you usually had a pretty good time. Alright, we're gonna really knock that up there. Nice. A lot of brown there. Ooh. Jesus Christ, that one will not stand upright. Nah, I haven't done Space Marines. I haven't done 40k for a long time. I only started painting again like 2 years ago after like maybe like 10 or 15 years off, and then it must have been about 15 years off. So I haven't paid. I started with AOS. It was maybe a year and a half ago. It was like 2023, mid 2023. Yeah, I just saw the sculpts and I was like, I was looking at the Space Marines. I was back in the store and I was looking at the Space Marines. They're like, yeah, I painted a lot of Space Marines. I painted a lot of Chaos Space Marines. I used to do Chaos too, Emperor's Children, and then I saw the Annihilators, the Stormcast with the big hammers. And I was like, yeah, I gotta have those guys with the big hammers. That was pretty much it. that was how I chose my army. I saw a box of Annihilators and I was like, oh hell yeah. Large hammer, large armor. Me want big hammer, man. Yeah, the Seraphon are cool. The Night Haunt are cool. I got a few Night Haunts hanging around, but it's just Underworld's band. I don't think I would collect the full Night. The two armies I probably will never actually get full armies of are Night Haunt and like Sylvaneth, because they're just so like spindly. They're so small. Yeah. The AOS stuff, especially the heroes. I feel like AOS is getting way better heroes these days. Except maybe a few. They do a pretty good job with the Primarchs and stuff in 40k, but man, the AOS heroes these days have been really good. Or just really pretty much the whole time, but especially like the Sylvaneth ones I think are really good. Like all the bug riding ones. And the dragons, man, they've been doing such a good job with the dragons lately. It's crazy. Alright, this paint is taking longer than I anticipated to dry. Just get like a dry brush out here. Get a light dry brush on these guys. I think, even actually, you know what? Even the old world's been getting some cool heroes lately. I don't think I'll get any old world stuff just because it's like 80%. Well, it's not 80%. There's a lot of resin, a lot of resin models in the old world now. And why would I pay premium prices for models from 1993 when I could models that were literally around when I was a kid, that they were printing when I was a kid, when I could just be buying new AOS sculpts. But they have been making some pretty cool, like the Bone Dragon thing for the Tomb Kings, like some cool new sculpts for the old world as well. All right, this is dry enough. I'll get a little bit of this here. Got whatever this thing is called, makeup palette or something that I use, a dry brush palette. Basically gonna do like real quick and dirty on these. These don't need to be too crazy. Just gonna do like kind of a muddy base, and then I'll do all the rocks. I think I won't do the rocks right now because they all have a lot of details. I basically want to get them all to a level where I can start painting the details because I want to do a squig. basically gonna start doing like one at a time, basically. This is light umber, I think. The base was dark umber, and then I had the light umber somewhere. It's another Pro color. Is it actually cheaper? Huh. Is it cheaper per, it's cheaper per model, you mean? I always just assumed that it would be like the same price. Okay, this dry brush is not working out. I know the box, some of those boxes were kind of expensive, weren't they? Like the big boxes, but I guess maybe you get more models in a box, huh? Let's go with this dry brush here. Interesting. I was just kind of assuming everything's going to be like maximally priced with Games Workshop. Alright. Did I paint that one? Which one of these? I painted one of these already. It has to have been this one. No, it wasn't this one. Damn it, where did he go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's 9 of them. $60 for 20. Oh, interesting. Huh. Maybe I've just been assuming for too long that they would be the same price. I think if I played like any of the other side games though, I really like, I don't know if they're even still making it, but the Adeptus Titanicus, like the mini Titans, I really like those models. I would even just want to buy one, just like a couple of them just for fun, but this guy I probably shouldn't have glued on. I can't even get anything under here. Jesus. Whatever though, it's fine. We'll just do the edges. I should get more of the light brown out. There it is. I use a lot of this stuff. Oh no. Is that like a scam thing, or is it just like misleading? So, like it's just like you gotta really pay attention when you're on eBay. I wonder if people are like scam and trying to say they're selling Titans and then you get it and it's like a small. I legitimately haven't bought anything on eBay for so long. It's something to do, I don't know if it's just Canadian shipping or something, but the shipping on eBay is just obscene. At least out here, it is so expensive to get stuff shipped here on eBay. It's crazy. It'll be like a $5 model, and it'll be like $35 shipping, and it's like, wow, that's a great deal. Guess I'll just go to the Games Workshop and pay full price for it at that point. Hey, how's it going, Caveman Ollie? I was sad that they canceled the little small, like Legions, what do they call it? A Legions Aeronautica or something? It was like little spaceship ones. It was like, it's basically like the modern Battlefleet Gothic, but with little like ships. So that was like cool looking. I see all these like cool looking models, but I guess the games aren't popular enough for them to continue printing them. Like I missed the opportunity to buy a lot of these like interesting small models, you know? Alright, we're getting there. Quick basing job here, nothing too crazy. Basically just gonna, oh no, some of this was, oh no, some of it was still wet. That's okay. I'll just do the outsides and then I'm gonna layer it up again anyway. I'm just dry brushing. I'll do one more lighter layer here and then I'll probably just put a little bit of earth shade on it. And then start on the squigs, or at least one squig. I'll probably do one squig. The companies, I only have Games Workshop models right now, but I buy all my stuff. I buy all my Warhammer from like third-party stores, like hobby shops. I like local ones just because they always give 15% discount, sometimes more depending on the time of year. I don't buy things directly from Games Workshop. When I say full price, I mean the 15% local store discount usually. Gonna go quick over these. This is just gonna be the top highest highlights on these. Just gonna get this color brown and then we're gonna something like this. One. Two. I just realized that this guy has he's got a little goblin squished under the wrecking ball. I never saw it before. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Maybe we can. See like a little goblin foot sticking out from under the wrecking ball. That's cute. Gloomspike gets are such a fun army. I'm actually going to the hobby shop probably tomorrow if the weather's good, but they're also calling for like, I don't know, 30 centimeters of snow or something over the weekend, so we'll see. We'll see how the weather is, but gotta go look at some contrast paints and stuff like that. I'm thinking of scooping up a couple just to do on the wings, or even just some contrast medium. I want to try to make the wings faster on my Stormcast, my prosecutors. Like this. Oy, oy. Like that. I gotta get more paint on here. All right. Holy, this bottle's like going everywhere. Got like paint gooping all over the place. Jesus. Lighten that up just a little bit. Edges there. Sorry, I already did this one, did I not? Maybe I did all of them. Whatever, a little bit more here. Lighten them up a little, lighten them up a little bit. This guy here. I definitely didn't get this guy. I need to have a better system for this. I don't remember which ones I've already dry brushed. I don't think I did these ones back here. Just going like a top down light dry brush. There we go. Alright. I think this one will be the one I paint today because it's the easiest base to do. And last guy here. Alright, perfect. Okay. Clean that up. Alright, those guys are all got the sort of base-ish colors in. I'm just gonna soak this brush. I don't know. This dry brush is starting to get really clogged up. And I'm gonna have to boil it at some point to get all that paint, to like boil it in vinegar or something. But, or just buy a new one realistically, because it's only $1 or something like that. But, yeah. Alright, squig. Small squig today, I think. I'll probably just use like basic grays for the rocks. He's got a lot of little small rocks and bits and bobs and stuff on his base. I guess I can do. Oh, last thing I have to do actually, real quick. Gotta do some watered down earth shade on these. Yeah, I definitely think Games Workshop, they can be a little bit finicky, but even still, like some Games Workshops, I think it really depends who works at the Games Workshop, right? It depends how much of like sticklers they want to be for like proxies. I went to one that was like really, when I was younger, it was like everything had to be painted, it had to all be Games Workshop, they had to have at least 3 colors on the model, and they were like really sticklers for like people playing with painted models. And also with like the official stuff, but I'm sure there's probably people that are a little more chill about it. Although maybe company policy now is to not be chill about it. This muddy earth shade here. And we just go back to front here. Get like a nice shiny coat. Hopefully. See how that dries up. Maybe too thin. I may have to do a slightly thicker coat on here. Sort of experimenting. I don't remember. I did mud, like a sort of a muddy look on my last Gloom Spike Gets Warband, so I wanted it to be sort of consistent, but I don't remember exactly how I did it. So I'm trying to recreate it, but we'll see. Can always be a little different. Plausible deniability. How do I feel about 3D prints in there and stuff like that? Same thing if it's close enough. Alright, there we go. That should be okay for some basic mud colors here. I'll see how it looks when it dries. This will probably take a little while to dry. That makes sense. Dude, I swear, Games Workshop company policy is probably at this point like 3D printing does not exist. I think they're scared, man. 3D printing is getting good, like the company as a whole. I'm sure individual stores or whatever, but man, corporate headquarters has got to be a little bit sus about 3D printing. I'll be right back. I gotta clean my wet palettes. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. It's getting a little inundated with paint here. Cut the paper to the perfect size and shape here. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice clean palette. Beautiful. You know, maybe I gotta go replace my drinking water over here too, you know? Oh, whoops. This is disconnecting here. 1 second. And we're back. Sorry, normally I do all this stuff before stream. Yeah, what up? Welcome. Yeah, the camera died. Give me a second. I don't know what's going on. Having some connection issues with my IKEA phone cable here. There we go. Hey, look at that. We're back. Zoom that out like that. Letting this dry up here still. This is getting there. Alright, I have got to wait for these to dry. I got a few more minutes till these are dry, so that's some pretty watery earth shade on there. What am I gonna do in the meantime? Maybe think of something to do in the meantime. I could build like a tiny Skaven. I could build one Skaven. It's gonna take me a few minutes for that to dry anyway. Alright, what Skaven am I building today? Clan Rats. Planus Radus over here. There got the instructions. Oh Jesus, I don't remember what the last one I built was. Oh no. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, how many do I have? Everything's covered in dust. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 Skaven. So in theory, if everything holds up, Skaven number 17 should be the right one. So if I count it out, I got 1, 2, 47, 44 and 45. I'll do 44 and 45. That sounds good. Where are my clippers at? I gotta vacuum my whole desk area. Everything is so dusty right now, it's crazy. 45, 44, and 45. I guess that makes it easy. Okay, there we go. Boom, 1. Just a little bit of time killing. Filler content. This is your regularly scheduled filler content here. $44 and 45. Hey, there's 45. Look at that. It's so hard to hold this big. You know what? Let's break the screw in half here. This screw is too big to hold into the camera. I'm pretty sure this playlist has a lot of the same music as the last one I was listening to. I changed playlists. I was like, oh, it's time. So I got a new playlist by the same musician, and apparently it's like the same music. So either that or it just sounds so similar I can't tell it apart. Okay, let's get one of these tiny Skaven bases. Should just be a 2-piece. The great thing about Skaven is so easy to build. Like a little 2-part. Not much difficulty in assembling Skaven here. The difficulty is when I accidentally slice my finger open and probably have to go get stitches, but okay, let's do it with my actual good hand here. Can't trust the right hand to hold the knife, that's for sure. Sneaky right hand is going to try and cut me. Don't trust it at all. One, two, a little bit on the elbow here. Where's the other knob? 1, 2, 3. Was this only 3 attachment points? Well, I'm sure I'll find the one that I missed when I go to paint the model and realize that I missed a whole bunch of mold lines and sprue nubs and all sorts of stuff. Scrape that. A little bit of that. What else? What else? 1, 2. A little bit on the cloak. No problem. All right. We just finished watching this Dan anime. Man, it was a strange one. I didn't know anything about it. Didn't know what to expect. No expectations, and let me tell you, bizarre. I'm not even gonna try and explain what it's about. Utterly strange. Not bad though. I'm just here like eagerly awaiting Dorohedoro Season 2. Alright. Let's see. Let's get a load of this here. Yo, Oscar, buddy, how's your Dark and Darker going over there? That was clean enough. These guys really don't have too many mold lines, and they're mostly hidden. There's nothing too like nothing too egregious on them. The new sculpts are getting better, honestly. Every year the models are better and better at hiding mold lines. Like the sculpts have better and better placement of them, so you can't really see them. You don't need to clean as many mold lines. I'm gonna tell you, it's easy to make fun of Games Workshop for being greedy and for making a lot of crappy products and stuff like that, but the one thing that is not crappy is their models. They make literally some of the best models out there. I don't know if there's any company that can produce this quality of minis at the scale Games Workshop does. I don't even know if anybody else has the technology. They don't have the molds. They don't have the sheer logistics to do it, you know? I see so many new companies that like dropping new games, like damn, it looks like really cool. Like some of the new models look really cool, but they're all like either 3D printed or like resin cast. Like I think there's like a lot to be said for injection molding plastic at the scale that Games Workshop does. It's crazy. I don't know if there's anyone that could even do it, that even could compete with them. The upfront cost must be astronomical to get into it. Like absolutely ridiculous. Alright, I think this guy is pretty much good there. Tiny little Skaven little rat. Yeah, rat. A little bit of this, a little sneaky little hoot of this here. Hey, look at that. Look at that one, little rat. There we go. I'm not going to glue him to the base yet on account of I don't know how I'm going to do the bases yet. So he can go in the drawer to dry. The drawer of not inhaling too many glue fumes, so I put them in the drawer so the fumes stay trapped. And these are still wet. Holy, how wet did I make these? Okay, filler content. I need some ideas. Why don't I paint the face? Let's do that. Face painting is always good. What color is this guy's hair gonna be? This guy looks like he's got white hair. That's what he looks like to me. So let's give him a nice gray base for his beard and whatnot, and then we'll make his hair real nice and white. And then I'll finish the face. I'll do the face. And then my sprue of faces will be done here. Yo, how's it going, dude? Yo, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. How's your night going? Wait, if you subscribe, that means I must almost be at 200 subs here. I must be getting close. I was at 198 when I started the stream. Let's refresh and see. We're at 199, boys. I never had 199 anything in my life. Let's go. All right. Let's get this guy's hair base coated, and then I'll paint the face here. I did not anticipate how long these things were going to take to dry when I did the real thin, watery earth shade on there. It's like a half-hour dry, so I'm just looking to fill time while I wait for the bases to dry up a little before I move on to the squig. This guy's got some nice gray hair here, a nice gray beard. Random little practice bits. I think I'll do a video at some point on like practice, general practice concepts, breaking things down to small components and stuff like that. Something that's really important in music. I did a lot of music in my youth, classical music, and you're always breaking things down to smaller components. I think mini painting is probably not that different. Coming up with ideas for like actual videos is like so difficult. I don't know why. I usually just wait for people to ask me how I do stuff, and then I'm like, hey, hell yeah, that's a good video right there. I'll make a video on that. If I actually sit around and try and come up with like ideas for videos, I'm just like drawing blanks 9 times out of 10. Alright, he's got some nice gray hair there. Face painting is something I always need to work on. I feel like faces take the most practice out of pretty much any part of mini painting. Faces and eyes. I really haven't put any work into eyes. I need to do real eyes, like white eyes, not glowing eyes at some point. Start practicing that stuff, because glowing eyes I've done a little bit of work on, but every time I do normal eyes, I end up cross-eyed or confused looking. So, okay, this is definitely the same playlist as I was listening to the other day. It's got the same music in it, the same songs. I recognize this one. I'm getting scammed by the free music. I keep looking up royalty-free playlists, and they're all the same. Yeah, dude, faces are brutal. My faces are always like really kind of flat looking, I think. I see some people use like all sorts of yellows and greens and stuff, and like it creates like a really deep look, but I just haven't figured out how to do that yet. Need to watch some guides. Need to hit up the old Vince Venturella YouTube playlist and see what he's got for me. All right. Okay, big packs of heads. I got a lot of like just bits. I always build the helmeted option specifically to avoid painting faces. So I've got like dozens of these hanging around. Once I run out of these, I'll have to look into buying like bulk heads. I have so many just like random Stormcast heads kicking around in here. I have not the best system for organizing my bits, you know, but I got a bit of a bits drawer here. Sort of more of like a loose heap rather than an actual organized system, but every time I see people on like Instagram or whatever showing off their hobby desks, they always look so nice and organized. I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, welcome to my pile of squalor. I've just got like piles of loose garbage everywhere. I have no idea how to organize stuff. Every day is an adventure. When you have to dig through piles of garbage to find what you need. Okay, this is a little bit too thick. This paint needs medium. Okay, alright, let's do it. Hey. I just gave this guy a bit of a light skin texture, nothing too crazy. These guys are all getting a light skin texture experience here. There we go. I used to just give me the old flesh wash experience. I don't remember what the paint was called, but you just flesh wash everything back in the day. I was doing faces. Hey, how's it going, Homely Mud? Welcome back. Do I 3D print? No, I don't 3D print anything. I'd build them. I do, like, if I need some custom stuff, I use a little bit of putty, like the green stuff, putty, stuff like that to build it, or I just mash stuff together. 3D printing is like, it's not, I don't want to say beyond my capability, it's beyond my resources right now. I don't have the space or the funds to get set up with printing, or even the time to like learn printing. It seems like a really like deep hobby on its own. You gotta learn a lot about it and stuff like that. And printers are getting better and better every year and cheaper, but I'm having enough trouble staying organized with Warhammer. If I have to add like 9 bottles of resin and cleaning stations and UV lights and stuff to it, everything's gonna just descend into madness. Okay, let's give this guy kind of a chewed, beat up look. I'm just gonna go a little bit lighter with the skin tone and then really glaze it on there. Let's see, let's go a little yellow maybe. No yellow, no yellow, no yellow. There's a color I'm looking for and I can't see it. There it is. How long ago did you get back into painting? Bring this around, smooth that over a bit. We'll get it nice and smooth there. Very good. Yeah, dude. Let me tell you, it's on my desk. The organizational capacity for 3D printing is not here right now. Piles of like just garbage everywhere. Yeah, putty is pretty good just for like small stuff. That's definitely been my go-to for a long time. All right, on. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, it's been about 1.5 years for me. I did a lot when I was younger, and then I just started up again like 1.5 years ago or something like that. same sort of thing. I think there's a lot of people probably have that same sort of, it's like, you know, they did it when they were younger and then they took like a long time off, you know, went to school, got jobs, stuff like that, and then you finally get to a point where you can sort of afford to get back into it. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that face like that. That's kind of a alright look here. Alright, let's get a little bit of gray. Let's start mixing up some white for his beard here. Wait, my music stopped. Where did it go? Did I get to the end of the... Oh, YouTube's asking me if I'm still watching. Oh, I have a new playlist. Okay. What is this? DMCA free synthwave mix. Sure. Let's go for it. Now, what does he got? Oh, he's got some little knots and stuff in his hair here. Let's figure out what to do about that. Like streaks up towards the top. What's that? More maybe? These things are still not even close to drying. Man, I hope I even get to painting squigs tonight. That's crazy. This took way longer to dry than I thought. Whatever, painting faces is always fun too. Well, okay, I don't know if I'll say fun, but it's good practice. It's good honest practice, you know? As long as I don't have to paint eyes, that's for sure. Yeah, I do. I just got like a homemade one over here. It's just like a piece of Tupperware with I buy these big sponges and then paper towel and parchment paper, like baking paper. Sponge is a little thick. This one, it gets a little bit wet. It was better when I had thinner sponges, but they stopped selling the original sponges that I was using at the store that I got them from, and I had to move to like a thicker variety of sponge. It's like a melamine sponge or something, but like 80% of my setup comes from a Japanese dollar store. Like Daiso, there's a few of them around me. Okay. Nice gray hair. Yo, this is definitely a different playlist too. Hell yeah. Finally found some new tunes. A few of these. Some nice gray streaks in that hair. Oh dude, yeah, when I first started I was the same. I didn't even know about palettes or wet palettes or anything like that. Get the bottle, you jam the brush straight in there, right up to the metal. Just go hog wild, you know? Oh yeah, dude, Daiso absolutely kills for hobby supplies. It's so good. Pretty sure I put a YouTube short on my channel of like exactly how I built it. It's just like wet pellets are so expensive. If you buy them from the hobby shop, like 25 bucks or something like that. They sell the paper refills. The paper refills are really expensive. Okay. Let's give them just like, I never know what to do about the eyebrows. These guys need eyebrows, but I always kind of like scoot them up a little. Let's just go like this. Go like a nice one little bead of eyebrow on each eye here, like this. There we go. That's all he needs. Five below. I don't think we have that one up here. We have Dollarama up here. We have one called Dollarama, which is also pretty good. I've never heard of Five Below. We don't have Dollar General either. I know you guys have Dollar General down south, but oh, we have Dollar Tree, maybe. Oh, you're in Canada too? Oh, cool, cool, cool. You might be the first other Canadian in chat. Dude, I was streaming on TikTok for a while. I'm like 90% sure that TikTok does some kind of location-based recommendations for the streams, because every time I streamed on TikTok, every single person that came into my chat was from like, not only from Canada, but from like areas very close to me. I'm like, huh, hey, you're in Vancouver, eh? Nice. I'm close. I was in Burnaby for a long time. Whoa. You ever get out to the Magic Stronghold, dude? Whew. It's like my favorite hobby shop. Oh, makeup brushes and popper palettes from the dollar store. Do they sell stuff? I should check a regular dollar store for like popper palettes and stuff like that. I need better dry palettes. I'm using yogurt lids for dry palettes right now. I mostly use the wet palette, but I have all these like strange food lids that I use for dry palettes for just like specific things. All right, now I'm gonna go a little bit lighter here. I think I might go to a pure white for the top highlights. I don't know if I'm pure white's too white. Ooh. Some nice white streaks here. Pretty good, and maybe just down here along these high points. A little bit of edge highlighting up here towards the front. Silicone fidget poppers. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. $3. Damn, that's a good idea. I gotta look for something like that. Definitely being able to pop the paint, that would be good. Plus, so satisfying when you get to like pop an entire sheet of paint out, I bet. Like a big dry chunk of paint. For me, it's like peeling whenever these paint bottles get clogged up. Oh, I love like peeling all the paint off the clogged bottles. Oh, wasn't sure if you were still here, Francois. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I totally did something weird here on the back of the guy's head here, but you know what? No one ever sees the back of the model anyway. It's totally fine. Let's do a few little streaks here. I don't know. Just trying to highlight up this hair, but I've never really done white hair. Or even like grayish white hair. Do a little bit of gray on the mustache. Trying to make it all look kind of highlight up here towards the top. towards the front. That's good enough. That's sort of a nice grayish beard color. I could go more layers if I were gonna spend more time, but oh, Imperial Hobbies. Hey, you know what? I'm pretty close to there now too. I used to go to Magic, when I was in Burnaby, I went to Magic Stronghold all the time, but yeah, Imperial Hobbies is the closest hobby shop to me too. That place is great, man. They don't have as much Warhammer as I would have liked. I was surprised how small the Warhammer section was for how big the store is, but maybe it's a YouTube algorithm. But man, I like all the like random like basing supplies and stuff there, and like all the weird like scale modeling and stuff. I don't buy that kind of stuff, but it's just interesting seeing what else is out there, and like all the other game systems and stuff they sell, like the weird small games. Ah, yes, also from Richmond. Pretty close to here, eh, Linz? Alright, blue eyes. I'm gonna try I'm gonna try and do jade eyes. Nice glow here for this guy's eyes. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, not very much 40K at all. I guess they have like a weird little shelf up the front that has, I noticed, they have like the new stuff. What am I getting at the hobby store? I'm getting, I don't know, like some contrast paints, and I'm gonna look at their varnishes probably. Maybe just a bottle of contrast medium to start, because I don't do any contrast paint stuff. I'm getting a clogged up paint bottle here. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my paint bottle declogger? Okay, you know, it's declogged enough. No, I got plenty of texture paint for my bases. I bought a new one a while back. Yeah, little glass counter for the front, yeah. Alright, let's get these eyes going here. These are still wet. Are you kidding me? You know, these are almost close enough that I could start painting the squeaks a little bit at least. I'll get a little bit of squeak painting done tonight. Go a little bit brighter on these eyes than the other ones. Thin it out a bit. Don't like that very much. Yeah, that's the Underworld's Warband. This is my second Gloom Spite Underworld's Warband. I'm just doing probably just one. I don't know, I won't get it done tonight, but I'm gonna paint one, take a little break from the Stormcast. Just a brief break from the Stormcast. Every once in a while, gotta have a break from Stormcast painting. You only paint so much of the same army in one sitting. Squigs. Alright, later. Not too bad, Francois. So how could you tell I was Canadian Chiachalot? So I don't know how to pronounce it. Was it the accent? People tell me I have an accent, but I don't hear it myself, you know. just doing these eyes entirely with just like white and turquoise. This guy's getting just straight turquoise eyes. That's a little bit too white though. Squigs. I spent like a year in Asia a couple years back, and one guy told me that he could tell I was Canadian because he was trying to get me to sit down in his restaurant. Yeah, thanks dude, switch the playlist, you know, finally after about a month. Not that long, maybe a couple weeks. I had to go digging for one. Actually, you know what? This one was just an autoplay. I switched it up and it was almost an identical playlist, and then this one autoplayed after. I'm gonna switch to this one for a while though, because this is a good one. Anyway, this guy told me he could tell I was Canadian because he asked me to come. He's like, "Oh, come eat, come sit down," and I was like, "Oh, maybe later." You know, I didn't want to go eat at his restaurant. He's like, "Oh, you're not gonna be back." He's like, "But you're Canadian, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How can you tell?" He's like, "Oh, Canadians always say they'll be back later. They never just say no." It's like Americans just say no, you know, like don't want to eat here, but Canadians always say, "Oh, maybe later," you know, and then they never come back. I was like, that's like such a weird tell that I never even would have thought of. Never felt so called out before, because he knew I was there. He knew I had no intention of coming back and sitting down. Alright. Alright, that's gonna have to do for the eyes. I don't want to put too much work into them. They're kind of like glowing looking. I definitely think like turquoise is a little bit better. I did one little mistake here. I'm gonna fix up the accent. I made this a little bit. I made too many dots here. Close enough for glowing eyes. Is it Pacific Northwest? Maybe it's just the West Coasters, yeah. Maybe we're even politer than the other Canadians over here on the West Coast. Or do you mean Pacific Northwest? Oh, I gotcha. Okay, we're just from the UK. That's cool. What am I gonna do with these little rocks on here? That's still too wet. I could start painting the squig. I'll at least get some base coats down on the squig. Whoa, oh, I got paint everywhere. Let's go. That's fun. I don't use contrast paints mostly just out of like I never learned how to use them. They didn't exist when I started, like when I was a kid, when I started painting, basically, like ages and ages ago, and then I just never learned how to use them. And I started up like last year, and I was like, I'm just gonna paint how I always painted, you know. But I wanna learn how to use them, get a little bit better at them. It's gonna be a little bit of a learning project. Oregon and Washington too, and interesting. I guess they're not too far off. I've been to Seattle. Seattle's a lot like Vancouver. people there are fairly similar, I think. Been to Portland. Portland's maybe a little bit further. A little bit different, but even still. I'm gonna go with a nice like dark pink for the base on this guy. We'll see where we wind up. This may not be dark enough, but we'll make it work. Few sounds of the accent is much different. Words and phrases. Really, eh? Huh. Oh, that is a good point. I did just say A. Maybe that's the number one giveaway.
That's the word or phrase. You found it.
Damn it. Streaming, maybe like streaming Warhammer, maybe about a year, if that long. Maybe about a year. I would say. Before that, I was streaming some League of Legends, and then like years ago, like 2016, I was also streaming League of Legends. But I was never good at League of Legends, and League of Legends is a miserable game to stream because people come into your chat just to tell you how bad you are. Like, very often, quite frequently. Yeah, the Warhammer community is a lot friendlier, you know? Let's get like all this nice and pink. This is gonna be a nice pink squid. Getting the underside's awkward. I never should have actually glued this guy on this early, but whatever. I don't know what it is about video games that makes the chat so unbearable sometimes. I've been playing a lot of Dark and Darker lately, and the community of that game is also quite toxic. Definitely the kind of game you gotta play with VoIP off. Oh really? Oh, do they have a big? They got like a big one in Tokyo, right? Like one of the Mega Games workshops. Was it like the Warhammer World or whatever? Or not the Warhammer World, like the one with the cafe and stuff like that? Oh hell yeah, dude! I think I saw that YouTube video on that one. That place looks absolutely wicked. get the other parts of the squig like under his feet here. Yeah, that is true. Not being like so anonymous probably helps Warhammer. Although I have heard some things about the 40k tournament scene. Even not being into 40k for a long time, I read stuff online about like the 40k tournament scene being like pretty occasionally kind of toxic. Oh, that is Space Marine 2 exclusive gaming day? Nice. Do they have it like in the store where you can just like try it out or whatever? Was that before the launch or recently? Oh, nice, dude. I'd love to go to some of those big stores over in Asia. Like they got one in Bangkok called Legendary Wargame I really want to go to next time I'm in Thailand. Next time I have the money to go to Thailand, I want to stop into that one. I'd love to go to the one in Tokyo too, but Japan is a little pricier. All right. Mouth. How do I do the mouth? This is the oldest paint I own here. Also the scariest. This is the year is scratched off. This is like 2003 magenta ink. This will ruin everything it touches. Also takes this to get the lid off. Oh, Christ. Come on. Oh. Utmost care. Try and pop the bubbles so they don't explode all over the desk. Only purest magenta and the old school Games Workshop inks. Yeah. See here. Alright, we're good. Not even afraid of getting the ink all over this model. I'm afraid the tiniest drop is going to splash onto something else. Alright, that'll be nice and red now, the lips. Nice good coat on the lips. Then I can work my way up from there. Were you? Nice, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's a Games Workshop. It's a little bit out of the city. I can't remember what neighborhood it's in, but I always see pictures of it online. And I was looking it up a while back. They have like big metal, like welded, like homebrew, like knights, and they got the Space Marine bike, like motorbikes and stuff like that, like all sorts of like weird stuff built out front. I've seen a lot of pictures of it online. I'm pretty sure it's called Legendary Wargame. I really want to go there, but Last time I was in Thailand, I wasn't doing Warhammer, so I missed out. All right, now what am I doing here? I'll do like one more layer on this guy, I think, tonight. I'll do a red squig. I'll do this guy kind of like a nice bright red squig. Reddish, sort of like a purplish maybe. And then I do like burnt red. Those light layers there. Do you go to Asia a lot, or were you just going on a big trip? Is there actually? Huh. Is it because of like Gundams and stuff? Or like are there... Or do they actually have a lot of Warhammer shops everywhere there? I always thought Japan was more like Gundams and like, you know, like that kind of modeling. Ah, right on. Dude, those are actually cool model kits. I never really did anything with Gundams. My nephew got one for like Christmas or something like that, and I watched him build a little bit of it. And they were complicated kits. Those things have about 1,000 pieces. I'm like, man, like, it would take me a week to build something like that. They look like it'd be pretty fun to build. Classic models, eh? Oh, that's cool. Let's build up some layers over here on the top. Yeah, I definitely had that thought. I was like, man, I would have to scrape every mold line. Luckily, like, you know, like kids, you can just like, you know, they don't look at the mold lines. They don't really know what mold lines are. But for me, I was like watching them build it, and I was like, oh no, if I build one of these, I would have to scrape every mold line off. I have to sand every surface, and there's a tiny pieces. They're small. I think like articulated and stuff. Few layers here. know what to do about the feet yet, but let's just go like this. Yeah, man. And I think it was just the kid he got was just like a small. It was like not a small kid, but like what they call a high grade, I think. But I think there's like, I was talking to one of my buddies who does, who's like really into Gundam stuff, and he was saying they got these like perfect grade ones, like they have ones that are like really complicated, like way harder to build and stuff like that. Like, okay, if they get more complicated than the one I saw, I don't know. I don't know how feasibly they could make them more complicated. But fair enough, I guess. Alright. So texture built up there on this guy. Alright, I'll go a little bit lighter here tonight, and then I'll probably finish this one off like on Monday or whatever before I pick up the Stormcast again. See if I get a nice bright upper layer on here, and then I'll see where I'm gonna go from there. I'm just like glazing some highlights here. Squigs are nice and quick to paint. Squigs are fun to paint. Actually, you know what? Before I hop off, does anyone know a good varnish brand? I'm talking ultra matte. I need like a good ultra matte varnish. I bought Vallejo stuff and I didn't like it that much. I had this issue with my Vallejo varnish where after about a week, it goes from matte back to gloss. So when I first spray it on, it's just like rattle can varnish. When I first spray it on, it's like super nice and matte. And after about a week, it just immediately goes back to gloss, and I haven't been able to figure out why. So I'm looking for a new varnish brand. I tried Army Painter. I also didn't like it that much. It was kind of dusty. A little bit here too. Add a little bit of that on there. I'll figure out what to do about the lips later. I don't know what a squig lip is supposed to look like. Rust-Oleum, eh? Is that just like, that's like the hardware store brand, right? Like just normal, good old-fashioned spray paint brand. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll stop by the Rona on my way over to the hobby shop and this weekend, assuming it doesn't snow. Check out some Rust-Oleum. Liquitex, eh? Oh, I've seen Liquitex is like that's like an artist brand paint, right? They sell that at like Michael's and stuff like that, right? Bit more semi-gloss. I don't think I have a Michael's near me. Let's go one more layer here. Just gonna keep layering this up towards the top. A little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. Spray paint, airbrush and compressor. Yeah, a lot of people say airbrushing is better than rattle can. I need to get one eventually. I know. I've been avoiding it because it's one more thing that I have to clean. I probably should at some point though. It make certain things a lot faster. Alright. I got a little bit more paint though, so I'm just gonna do a quick layer. Oh, the mouth is still wet. I can't do anything on the mouth yet. Easy to clean, eh? Krylon Camar varnish. Okay. I should definitely check out the Liquitex stuff. I'll check out all these. I'm gonna write all these down and look online. Miniatures. These are on props and it's worked okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, crackle medium is like, yeah, you mix that for like cracked earth and stuff, right? Okay. Huh. I'll check out some of that stuff. Cool. Alright, well, I think that's all I got time for tonight for the actual painting. I'm gonna slap my Discord. I've been linking this. People link pictures of the mini sometimes in the Discord. I'm gonna start trying to be more active in the Discord. I'm just gonna throw this in the stream because I've been bad about promoting. Been bad about promoting the Discord. There's like 5 people in there. Don't feel any pressure to join the Discord. I gotta start throwing it in the chat at the end of every stream. I appreciate everyone stopping by. It was great chatting with y'all. Thank you for watching the stream, and that's all I got time for tonight. I'll be back on Monday, and I'll be finishing this guy off, and I will be working on more Stormcast. The Prosecutors are coming back out. I was a little cooked on them this week after finishing off the gold parts, so I figured I needed a little break. Army painted spray paint? Okay, I'll take a look at the army painted too. Cool, alright, everyone have a great night, and hopefully I will see you again. I'm out, later.